like 10, 15 minutes. I love seeing everybody out here. I got my kids, my grandma, mom, old and all here. So I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I am a poet. So all I have is words. I don't dance. I don't sing. All I do is write. So I'm going to go into it. This piece is called I Am Cambodian. I am Cambodian. And I've been called many names. A dog eater, a chink, a nip, a refugee, an immigrant. I accept it. I take it all and I smile. Because you will never know of me. My time, my people killed, my country ruined, my culture in disarray, my generation lost. I'm an underdog. Doubt me, ridicule me, call me names, tell me I ain't shit, bet against me, put your money up. I still like my odds, believe me. You will never find another like me. I'm the child of the killing fields, a survivor of genocide, a people of peace, a builder of temples and palaces, a race of kings and queens. The blood of a million slaughtered Cambodians run through my veins. So you will never stop me. There's nothing you can do, nothing you can say, nothing you can put in front of me. Nothing you build that I would not conquer, that I would not demolish, that I would not destroy, that I would not overcome. Because I am. I am my father's dream, my mother's love, my brother's youth, my sister's beauty, my grandmother's thoughts, my grandfather's hopes, my people's pride. I'm my country's strength. I'm one man, but I have faith that there's others like me. Is it possible for 1 million people to have one dream? I believe it. Because I'm Khmer, we all Cambodian. And I will overcome. I dream the American dream because I can't go back. But I dream the American dream with Khmer subtitles. Because I will never forget who I am. I'm not just Cambodian. I am Cambodia. And that's dedicated to my uncles, my aunts, my grandparents that never made it, that died in the killing fields. Their bones are still there. And that's dedicated to the millions that never made it, for the millions that are here. We're gonna represent for you. And I ain't gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget. So how was that? We're the new generation. I'm 35. Actually, I'm 37. I got 2 boys, and I'm raising them right. They're gonna vote. We are gonna have a Cambodian mayor in Long Beach. They don't know it. They don't know it. They don't know that we are gonna have a Cambodian mayor in Long Beach. And it could be my kid, it could be your kid, it could be your nephew. We got to vote. It could be your kid, Justin, because you got a lot of them. This next piece, I wrote for my generation, the over 30 and up. This is for you. This piece is called Jurassic Park, the An generation. The An generation, because that's my generation. I'm from the An generation, because I'm between the young ways and the old tradition. I'm the gap between English and Khmer. Between the baggy jeans and the tight slacks. Between the churches and the temple. I'm that gap. Between giving daps and putting your hand up and saying Jarib Sur. Between the what's up and the Soksabai Bong. Between the fork and the chopsticks. Between the hamburgers and the noodles. Between the pizza and the rice. I'm that gap. My generation is that gap between Christianity and Buddhism. We gotta bridge that gap. I wanna be that gap. My generation is that gap. We are the bridge to the new way and the old morals. Whether you wanna believe it or not, or you're too selfish to care, we are it. We are the hope of 1 million dead men. We are the hope of 10 million dead men, women, and children. We are that hope. Don't forget it. Have fun, but don't forget. We owe it to them to fulfill our destinies. We are the dream. And the dream wasn't much to make it here, to have a better life, to be given an opportunity to succeed, to have freedom of speech. I wouldn't be up here in Cambodia. To live in peace. That's all our parents wanted for us. To be able to provide for their families, to be able to enjoy life without fear of death. And as simple as that dream is, it goes unfulfilled. Why? Because so many of us are confused. So it trickles down to the next generation that comes after us. And eventually, my parents' story will be lost. Your parents, your grandparents' story will be lost. And so I choose to write. I choose to reach. Because so many of our youth do not realize or understand how they got to be in America. They choose not to remember our struggles, the struggles of their fathers, the struggle of my mother, sitting there sewing because he can't do any better off of government assistance. And so I write. I try to reach. I try to show the way I try. Then it gets so tiresome because nobody listens. They think they know it all. They walk around like they don't need me. They don't need guidance. Sometimes I realize maybe I should stop. I should stop trying to teach them. But I realize if I stop, the dream dies. And I will never let that happen. I can't let that happen. My father died. I can't let that happen. He got me here and he died. He didn't get to enjoy this. You enjoy this. But don't forget how you got here. And I won't let anyone tell our story. I won't let anyone direct our story. I'll raise my kid to tell my story. I'll raise my kids to tell my grandmother, his grandmother's story, my dad's story. Because our stories are just like the Holocaust, but you don't see it in the movies. So while I'm here, I'm going to continue to open doors. I will continue to build. I'll continue to mold. I'll continue to influence and save those that's worth saving. So they can save others. Each one, teach one. This is the only way we can grow. It'll start as just a little whisper, but it will turn to screams and shout, the voice of a lost generation. We will not be ignored. We will finally be heard. And I will see a khmer in Long Beach before I die. I'm sorry, but that's how much I love you guys. We have the same DNA. We have the same DNA. Please don't forget that. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care how much you make. Your parents are like my parents. Your grandparents are like my grandparents. Don't forget that. Don't get wrapped up in all this stuff you see on TV. We are not them. We are not them. We're us. Don't let that die with us. Don't let that die. To teach your kids to respect me, to respect the elders. When they see somebody, they need to say to them, so they know what kind of blood runs in our veins. Our people died. We're here. We're gonna make it. None of us can go back. You think the people in South Khmer accept you? You are king. Hai Khmer will be so king. You from Long Beach. They know us there. Make it here. I got another piece. This one is dedicated to my dad, to all the dads, all the Khmer dads. Dear Father, I never appreciated how you raised me. I remember the lessons you taught me. How can I repay you for the trouble I caused? All the times I made you worry. All the times I didn't think you understood me. But Pa, I understand now. I realize now. You knew me better than I knew myself. You saw in me the dreams of our family. So dear Father, where do I begin? Thank you, Father, Uncle Pa, for the love, the tough love. Thank you for all the lessons you taught me. Thank you for being a teacher of life, even when I was an unwilling student. Thank you for the lectures, the scoldings, the stern looks, the wise saying, even the punishments, even when you whipped me. I hated it then, but I appreciate it now. I needed to be whipped up. I will miss the moments that we shared, that only a father and his son experience. Though I may not have always listened to you, Pa, my young mind was too clouded to see the light. I understand, and I see clearly now everything that you went through. I will carry on the lessons that I have learned to my own child. So please, Father, wherever you're at, rest easy. You will always be with me. We will make it, Father. I promise to uphold your honor, to look every man in the eye, to carry me the strength to succeed, to be the man that you saw when I was just a little boy, to live the life that you wanted for me, to love as you have loved. I am an extension of you, Father. I am a reflection of your courage, of your pride, of your determination. You brought us so far, Father, away from the bombs, from the killings, and all the sufferings over great oceans, into another country in hopes of a better future for your family and your kids. You are the true definition of a khmer man, and I am not who I am without your guidance, Father. So, Father, rest easy. Your life doesn't end with you. Your hopes, your dreams, it lives within me now, Father. I hope that when you look down upon me, your son, I hope that you are proud of the man that I have become. So I thank you, Uncle Pa, for the life that you have given our family, for all the lessons that you taught us. It will carry me through my years when I am old, when I am dying. But it doesn't end with me. Your lessons will carry beyond to my kids, to their kids. My DNA doesn't end with you, Father. You brought us here, and I will continue. I will continue. So that's for all the Khmer fathers out there.
Thank you, Shawn Shane. That was very, very inspiring. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shawn Simva. Find me. I'm on Facebook. Poet.